this is Lisa Loves to Crochet and Knit. So today I'm going to show you how to crochet these cute little egg cozies for Easter. And the eggs, the little plastic eggs, are perfect for them. So let's get started. You're going to need a size J and a size I crochet hooks, a tapestry needle, some scissors, some glue sticks, and a glue gun, and then some googly eyes. And so let's get started. And the yarn of your choosing. I'm going to choose pink today. So I'm going to do a slip knot. I have a tutorial about that. And then I'm going to chain 11. So let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay, so now I'm going to do a double crochet in the third chain from hook. And I'm going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch to the end of this row. So let's see here. Just 1 double crochet. So I'm going to meet you at the end of this row and I'll show you what I did. Okay, so I have just done 1 double crochet in each of those stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 double crochets. And I'm going to do 2 more in the end here, double crochets. Oops. And then I'm going to continue on in the next stitch where the other one came out of, the one before. And then you're going to go into, you can see the other double crochet. I'm going to go into that same stitch right there, another double crochet. So you're just going to do 1 until the end again. So let's do that. Okay, so I have 1 double crochet on this side as well. And so now where this end stitches, I don't count the chain 2 space here. I do count this double crochet here and the one down here below it. And I'm going to put 1 more double crochet in it so I can make that turn. And then I'm going to go into the top of the double crochet with a slip stitch. I'm going to join that to make it a round. And then I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and I'm going to do a double crochet in each stitch around until the end. And I'm going to still gonna go in a slip stitch at the end together. So I'll meet at the end of this row. Okay, so I've done 1 double crochet in each stitch around again, and I'll show you. We're just going to go back in the top of the single or the double crochet with a slip stitch, and then I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to do a double crochet in that same space, and then in each stitch around for the next 2 rows. So you have a total of 4 rows on your little ducky. Just doing the same thing, and I'll see you at the end of this. Okay, so I've done a total of 4 rows on the body of this little duck with double crochets. And so I'm going to do another slip stitch to that top of that double crochet, and I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to pull up a loop, and I'm going to cut my yarn, and the body is done. So then you have the little body. Now I'm going to change my crochet hook, and I'm going to use a size I, and I'm going to do the tail. So I'm going to do another slip knot, and then I'm going to pick which one I want to be the tail feather one. So let's do this one to be the tail one, and I'm going to take a double crochet, and I'm go through that stitch around it, and I'm going to single crochet, and then I'm going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to insert my hook again around that double crochet, and I'm going to do another single crochet around that, and then I'm going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, And I'm going to insert my hook again around that double crochet, and I'm going to do another single crochet, and I'm going to chain 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull some more yarn here, and then so I have 2 little loops, and I'm going to come down to that same, around that same double crochet space, and I'm going to pull up the yarn, and I'm going to do a slip stitch, and then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to cut my yarn, and then I'm going to tighten that loop, make it a knot, and there you have your little tail feathers. 3 little loops for tail feathers. Okay, then you have to work on the head. So now I take some more of my yarn, and I'm going to make a magic loop this time. So I'm going to do just a simple magic loop, and I'm going to do 12, I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to do 12 double crochets in the magic loop. Actually, I need to change 2. Just realized I didn't read my pattern right. Chain 2, and then put 12 double crochets in that magic loop. So how many do I got now? I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, some more yarn here, 9, that little end, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we do one more, and you have 12 double crochets for the head, and you pull that center tight, and then I'm going to want to do a slip stitch to that first chain 2 space without splitting the yarn, and then I'm going to do a slip stitch, chain 1, cut, and you tighten, pull up a loop and tighten that, and you have your little center. You have to tighten and weave in the end, so you have all these ends to weave in. And then you're going to want to take either orange yarn or yellow yarn, it doesn't matter, whatever you're choosing, and I'm going to do another slip knot. I'm going to take the smaller crochet hook, I'm going to tighten it around there, and I'm going to go in through one of those loops, both sides of it, on the head of the chicken, and I'm going to single crochet, and then in the next one I'm going to single crochet, and then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to cut my yarn, tighten, and there's the beak. Now I need to weave in all these ends. So we can do that in a minute, and then I'm going to show you how the beak looks better when you weave in the ends. So I take the corner that I just didn't weave in, and I'm going to go right back through the single crochets of that beak, and then I'm going to flip it over to the back, and I'm going to skip a little stitch and go down, and then I'm going to skip 1 stitch coming back, and I'm going to weave in my needle there, and I'm going to take this end that I didn't weave in, the other, and pull it, and it'll tighten and make that beak. You can pull them as tight as you want, and then so it tightens and it makes that look like a beak. And then I just snip them fairly close to the end here. And then of course I have to weave in the ends here, not here, I'll show you how I make the little knot for the magic ring. I don't go in where the yarn comes out of on here. I go into the next one on either side, and I grab my center yarn where that tighten that magic loop, and I make another loop, and I go through that loop, make it a little knot, pull it tight to the yarn, the head, and then I'm going to weave in my yarn. Whoops, came out of my needle. And that will hide that knot when you pull it tight. I lost it again. I guess I didn't leave myself a long enough tail. And then I pull it down. Oops. And then I take this end, and before I weave that end, I'm going to take it to the other side, and I'm going to go in through that loop. I don't know if you can see where I'm at. I'm picking the end of the little chicken thing, and I'm going to go in through that loop here, and I'm going to pull that up. And then I'm going to go in through the back of one of the single crochets right where that yarn came out of, and I'm going to pull it tight. And then I have to go in another one on the head because I feel like it's not tight enough. And then so I go in another loop of the body, and I go through there. Sometimes I even go through a couple more times to make sure it's sturdy in there, because I like to have it stick up like so. And then so I will even knot this one down here, so if anything were to come unraveled, it won't come right off. And then I will pull it to the body and tighten, and then I weave it in. So, and then all that's left is to weave in the ends, and then to get your hot glue gun hot and ready so you can put the little googly eyes on just with a dab of glue, and you will have your little chicks like that. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.